got a new show for y'all.
And it's the 4th year anniversary of the D.C. rally based on false claims of election fraud.
What'd she say? Election flaw. I think she was trying to say fraud.
Yeah.
That blew up into the January 6, 2021 insurrection. So is that what happened here? I mean, we all watched.
Yep.
I think most of us saw. I mean, some folks still say that's not what happened, but you know, but what do we do?
I think we need to find moral clarity, you know, in this country. And I just...
You need to find clarity. It's happened for how many years? 4 years ago. And, you know, they start the show by misrepresenting what actually happened. They call what happened on January 6th the insurrection. The whole point of that rally, that protest was not to take over the government. That's just a lie. For one, that's one. Two, y'all said baseless claims on election fraud. There's a lot of people, both on the left and right, does not trust those election results that occurred. Well, I feel like this. Trump won in, 2016. Mm-hmm. Then he lost. Mm-hmm. And then he's running for this election. He wins in a landslide. And Biden, who got 80 million votes? Yeah. He drops out.
If y'all...
Baseless.
Right.
Remember, after January 6th, you had someone like...
Why would he have to...
Mitch McConnell, placing the blame on January 6th where it belonged, squarely on Donald Trump's shoulders.
Mm-hmm. Stop. Hey, he asked Nancy Pelosi for soldiers, the National Guard. Yeah. Why would she solely put that on Trump's shoulders when he asked for extra security? Why would she do that?
Kevin,
this show is on TV just to trash Republicans.
Wow, Captain Obvious.
You started seeing people backtrack that and losing their moral center. You had Condoleezza Rice, I believe, on this very show saying, you know, we need to move on from January 6th. I say no. You don't move on because January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history. And
an atrocity.
When you think about the worst moments in American history, you know, like World War II, things that happened, you know, like the Holocaust.
Did she care?
She talk about we need more clarity.
She's comparing January 6th to world wars.
To the Holocaust. And you what she say when she first started talking?
She said they need moral clarity.
You need it.
Oh my. These people are ridiculous.
Chattel slavery. We need to never forget because past becomes prologue if you forget any race.
I want to
forget any race. Your brain is scrambled.
Ask you, Alyssa, because watching your evolution, when you look back, what goes through your mind?
I've been thinking a lot about this. I'll always be proud of Mike Pence for doing the right thing, but it's also an incredibly low bar. It's simply fulfilling the Constitution, just as Kamala Harris is going to do today, as Al Gore did before her. Mm-hmm. People have lost, and they've put the Constitution over their political ambitions. I have to say, I think there were warning signs, though, that we would be where we are today. And most Americans were not comfortable with January 6th. They thought it was bad. They thought it was awful. But for 4 years, they said, guys, we are hurting. The cost of living is too high. We are concerned about the border. I predicted here 6 months ago we were careening to Donald Trump's inauguration. People needed to listen that, yes, democracy matters, but if you can't pay your bills, it's hard to care about something as nebulous as democracy. And I think that the warning signs were there. And I say this with due respect to Joe Biden. I didn't disagree with a word he said in that op-ed, but people were saying, we have concern about your age. He waited till August and then gave Kamala Harris this runway to run for president. All the warning signs were there. This was Democrats. They had the chance to stop Donald Trump from being inaugurated. And here we are.
You had no chance. Yeah. Biden was going to beat him and Kamala was going to beat him.
Right.
Now
she's supposed to be a Republican, right?
Yeah, she acting like Kamala didn't have enough time to run. When she tried to run for president, everybody hated her.
Right. She had 4 years to do something about the border. She didn't do it. How much extra time did she need? No amount of time was going to... It was insurmountable. Y'all wasn't going to be able to beat Donald Trump regardless. How many votes Joe Biden got?
I mean, y'all went after Trump. They went after Trump.
Yeah.
The whole 4 years Biden was in office because they didn't want him to run again. But they killed him. They killed Trump in a landslide.
Right.
And then y'all wasn't successful. He wins in a landslide.
So what did it tell you about what happened in that last election?
So what does that tell you about 2020?
Yeah. And what it tells about your opinions about Donald Trump being a threat to democracy, that him being a felon, him being a sexual abuser. Nobody takes y'all serious. Nobody believes any of that.
But I hope people don't. I hope the whitewashing of January 6th ends. It wasn't right.
The
It never will be,
whitewashing.
no matter how much people lie about it. But this was avoidable in my mind.
It's not that it's been whitewashed. Y'all make it out more than it really was. Y'all call it insurrection. How many weapons were confiscated?
Yeah.
What was the exact plan? Who was the leader?
Yeah. How many senators, congressmen, congress ladies, people in office, police officers that were murdered on that day because of an insurrection? Nobody even had a weapon.
And these
Trump flags and flagpoles are not weapons.
Yeah.
They
And
can be used as weapons.
Yeah. But Trump supporters, Republicans have all the guns in this country, majority of the guns.
Yeah.
We're all gun nuts.
Right.
We don't just own one gun. We own like 5 guns apiece.
Right.
But on that day, how many guns were used?
You know what? There was some bad apples that happened.
Yeah, of course.
There was
Yeah.
But the way y'all spin that story
Yeah.
to make it look like it was something that it was not. Y'all keep calling it insurrection. Nobody believes that.
How does Trump win the popular vote? No Republican has done that in what?
Yeah.
20 years?
If he led an insurrection, he's a threat against democracy.
Yeah.
He's a felon.
Yeah.
He's a sexual
The
abuser.
American people's not buying it.
Yeah. Y'all keep saying this stuff over and over. Nobody believes you anymore.
Well,
How
I
can
think
someone
that it's
of
a
those
important thing
attributes
is to
win
commemorate
an
it
election in a
every year
landslide?
in a way, not to compare it to 9/11 because, again, it's not an equivalent, but there are people alive today, including my niece, that didn't know 9/11. So when you talk to anyone that was alive during that time, you have a visceral fear response that takes you back there. January 6th and watching the videos that were playing out on screen, it shook you to the core.
Absolutely.
There will be a time when people will not know this unless they read about it, unless they're taught it. And hopefully we continue to show video every year on January 6th, because I won't tell you how to feel. You just watch that video and you tell me what you see.
What do you think, Anna?
Well, that's some bad apples.
Yeah.
But keep on sticking with January 6th. It didn't help you in this election.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you in any election going forward.
It
Y'all-
sounds like they're still campaigning.
Yeah.
Y'all lost the election.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and stick with that.
Y'all want to bring up January 6th? Let's talk about the George Floyd riots. Let's talk about all those riots over the Summer of Love.
Yeah.
The billions of dollars of damage to people that were lost, that was unalive.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all want to talk about this one incident. This supposedly there was an insurrection.
Yeah. Let's listen to Anna. You know, she's got the, you know, she's an intellectual.
I'm incredibly grateful to the January 6th committee. I'm incredibly grateful to the members of
That was
that
a
committee,
partisan
including
committee.
Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, the 2 Republicans who agreed
Rhinos.
She's a Republican.
The 2 Republicans for standing up. Look at that face.
to serve on it, because no matter how much they try to rewrite it, erase it, whitewash it, just lie about it, the truth is in that
It's in the
report, and it will
congressional
stand.
record.
It will stand the test of.
Hey, why did they delete all those videos from January 6th?
I don't know. Why did Hillary delete all those emails?
But Republicans has whitewashed it. Y'all make me want to step out in front of a truck.
Time. I'm also very grateful to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for putting democracy first, Constitution first.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you say they put democracy first? Did she really say that?
Yeah, she said
Did
that.
they? How hard did they try to keep RFK Jr. off the ballots in states?
He had to sue so it would enable him to run.
Yeah.
They did everything. They didn't have a Democratic primary.
Right. They didn't even allow that man to have Secret Service. They wanted someone to take his life. And on top of that, who elected Kamala Harris?
Yeah, nobody voted for her.
These people, man.
Man, look at this. Look at these women.
Well, the one on the right, she's pretty smart.
Well, actually, The blondest.
The two white girls.
We don't even know their names.
I keep forgetting their names,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're somewhat rational. They're Democrats too.
Right. But
But-
they sound rational when they speak.
Yeah, but they say some crazy stuff too.
Yeah, but man, it's nowhere near as crazy as what Whoopi and Sunny hosting.
Yeah, that show would be a lot better if you did away with the diversity. You got 3 diversity hires here.
Yeah. Everything that comes out of their mouth is pretty much absurd.
The only reason why they're on this show is because they're minorities. The only reason.
Right.
To keep women dumb, to keep them voting and thinking a certain way. That's the only reason why they're on this show.
And this is, that's the only way. That's the only reason why the show's on TV is for the Democrats. It's to galvanize the Democrat voter base.
You guys suck.